Hi everyone, it's me, Skelton. Welcome to the first installment of a very Richmond vlog. Today I'm here in beautiful Windsor Farms, and it's a place that holds a very special meaning for me. It's where my great-granddaddy was born many years ago, and his house has since burned down, but this is a beautiful property full of beautiful colonial houses of different architectural designs, and beautifully landscaped. I like to come out here and take walks because it's where I sometimes get inspiration for songs, and I like to come out and walk around, and people are very friendly. They'll wave to you. It's a very friendly area section of the city. I want to show y'all how beautiful Virginia is in the springtime. You can see that the dogwoods are blooming, and it just seems like everything is perfectly aligned in God's beautiful design, His natural design, His natural order. So walking here gives me a sense of peace and serenity that I enjoy. I guess I feel spoiled, but this is my secret place, my escape place. And I have to say that I do feel this is where I should live. We do live in another area, and I always felt, this is where I should be. This is where we should have lived. It's too bad my parents didn't move back here in 1967 when my dad was offered a job to go back to Richmond, but my mother said no. She would never return to Richmond. So we ended up in some horrible places, but I'm so glad we got back to Richmond. Finally came back here when I was a teenager, when I was 18 years old. And I must tell you that Richmond has changed so much. When I first moved to Richmond, it had this sense of being very Richmond, and everyone was very polite. I almost felt like I didn't have the manners to be a Richmonder. Now it's the opposite. Richmond's kind of gone to pot a little bit, but it still has some wonderful areas. I'll show you all around some places that I like to visit around this area. Now we're on one of the, coming up on the historical property on Windsor Farms. This is called Virginia House, and it was brought over from England, just like Edgecroft Hall was brought over from England, and piece by piece, I believe. So Windsor Farms has a lot of beautiful houses like this. That's a Georgian architectural design, probably modeled after colonial Williamsburg. So all the houses here are pretty well kept, and so as you can see also they've got the boxwood, and it lines the whole outline of the property, so it gives it a feel of England, sort of a lot like England. A lot of these houses are modeled sort of in the English style of houses, and you'll see Tudors, you'll see Georgian architecture, colonial houses, but I just love to come out here and take a walk and, just collect my thoughts. It's such a nice place, such a nice clean area, if you know what I mean. Keeps away the riffraff. Now we're approaching Edgecroft Hall, which is right next door to Virginia House, and there's the gates there, I think. Nope. Anyway, so right up here, and this is an old English Tudor house. Okay, we are at the gates of Edgecroft Hall, and if you can see right down there, Edgecroft Hall and Gardens, there's the Tudor mansion. They're closed today, but This is the Tudor mansion. This was brought over piece by piece from England as well. And it's a very sort of a distinct replica of the time period when people used to drink ale instead of water because there's bacteria in water and they get sick. So they didn't know if the water was good or bad. So that's just some of the, we might have to go back to that soon. From here you can see a better view from the distance. And I can zoom up a little bit. Yep, there's Edgecroft Hall, and beautiful grounds, beautiful gardens. And this whole area is very pretty. So that's one of the reasons I like to come out here. There's so much history, so much going on. And I wish I could find the exact spot where my great-granddaddy was born. I think he was born somewhere along this thoroughfare. But it was back in 1882, so this was before Windsor Farms was Windsor Farms. They had come out from Powhatan County after the war. His father was a doctor and had come out from Powhatan County and decided to move to the Richmond area where my great-great-great-granddaddy founded the Medical College of Virginia. Oh, here's another beautiful home. See that architecture there? It's really outstanding. It's sort of like a James River plantation kind of home. And that's the treat to walk by, and it's sort of like a living sort of walking area where you can get a feel for just a pleasant view. Just a nice, tranquil view. Here's another famed property on Windsor Farms. This is actually called Windsor House, and I do believe that my great-grandfather was born in this vicinity. I don't have the exact location. Let's see what it says over here. This is Windsor House. Windsor. So this says, Windsor House. Windsor was part of a 600-acre tract that was conveyed to Daniel S. Hilton by Charles Carter, trustee, in the William Byrd Lottery of 1776. In the early years of the 19th century, Windsor was owned and farmed by William Dandridge, nephew of Martha Washington, who was married to Susanna Armstead. Charles F. Gillette, noted landscape architect, worked on the gardens for a period of 50 years, beginning in 1919. The present house was built in 1945. So this would not have been here when my great-grandfather was born. This property would not have been here. But this is Windsor House, and it's just another example of some of the beautiful houses you'll see at Windsor Farms. And they've got guard dogs and a wall around it, so I better leave the vicinity. Anyway, folks, thank you all for coming out to Windsor Farms with me and exploring some of the wonderful thoroughfares, the venues, the avenues that have beautiful houses and things to explore. I think that it's nice to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Of course, we still are in the city. We're in Windsor Farms, and so that's why it's nice to come out and enjoy it. Enjoy the beauty of the spring. We're in the springtime, and it's not too hot, it's not too cold. So let me take you to another Richmond destination. But hi everyone. Well, we're back in town, and I enjoyed my little walk through Windsor Farms. I forgot to add that Windsor Farms has incredible wildlife. You're so close to the city, yet you'll see all kinds of wildlife like rabbit, deer, opossum, hopefully none of them rabid. But anyway, it's nice to get out in the country. So we're back in the city. I just want to show you all one more site before we close for today. And this is a special attraction. As you can see, there's our beautiful row houses. We're in the Fan District. And so these are all Victorian style mostly. Row houses that date back to the early 1900s. People like to sit on their porches and drink their mimosas and bourbon and branch, and everyone's pretty friendly. There's some few odd characters now and then. So anyway, we're coming up on a roadside attraction. He's a friendly dinosaur. His name is Alan the Raptor. And every day I go for a walk, sometimes I pass by Alan. I like to have a little conversation with him. We're going to see how he is today. So here he is. I think y'all have seen him before. Here's Alan the Raptor. And let's see, the sign says, this is Alan. He loves photos, but he's very fragile, so please do not touch. Well, how are you doing today, Alan? And, yep. So, they always dress him for the holidays. Now he's dressed kind of like an Easter bunny. He's got his angel's wings on. And around Christmas, they dress him up like Santa Claus. Now, earlier, he was dressed up for St. Patrick's Day. And I think he even had a beer in his hand. So, Alan is very friendly. And he's been here for a while. And he's kind of famous with the locals. Because a lot of people, they come out here after, a night on the town drinking. And they stop to take pictures with Alan. And he's very polite. Do you have anything to say, Alan, for our very Richmond vlog? Well, I guess he doesn't have much to say today. Anyway, so that was another attraction for you. So I will be doing more vlogs for you, exploring the areas of Richmond. I'm going to show y'all where I used to go to church, my old church, and a lot of other areas that are sort of pertinent to the city, kind of interesting. Anyway, so we just saw Alan the Raptor, and so it's such nice to get out and enjoy the scenery. I think people are enjoying it, and people like it. People like the historical value of this city. We were voted the 9th best city in the South, according to Southern Living magazine, and I'm not surprised. We have a lot to offer. So anyway, I'll be doing some more vlogs for you soon. Go to my website at meetskeltonsplace.com, and I'll see you later. Bye.